Going to the livestock real quick, as far as the hog side, we did get some, maybe a couple small surprises here for this report. One thing I want to point out with this one is, as we can tell by this chart, the breeding herd for hogs goes through a nice contraction expansion phase. Very, very stable as far as these almost on the dot. Every 4 years we go through a major high to a major low as far as the hog herd. Since 2008, we've been in more or less a contraction, and these are numbers compared to last year. One thing I want to point out is this, as of Friday's report, this showed we're only down 1.8% in terms of the breeding herd itself. So we're still officially in a contraction phase of the breeding herd, but one thing I want to point out is with this efficiency we talk about on this hog side, each animal can produce about 2% more pork each and every year. So just due to efficiency gains, and look at these gains here just in the last 10 years, straight up line here due to all kinds of efficiency gains all through the process of raising hogs, we're going to have some more numbers show up. Here's pork production by quarter. What I've done here is just want to point out the red bars, these are 2010. And look at this big discount we have right now compared to last year. So that's one reason why I have these great prices. However, this discount is going to slowly start to narrow in. Here's the fourth quarter, but then look at the first quarter here. We're only going to be down about 0.5% or so, 0.5 to 1% for the first quarter. And we're actually going to switch to expansion mode by the second and third quarters of next year. So we've got some great supply pictures right now, some great prices. One thing I want to point out is for the longer term, we're going to see prices start to narrow down a little more in the coming months. For the hogs, our general direction right now, we still feel that for the short term, we're waiting on this market to break here. We got an order to sell right now. December futures at 77 right now, so we're trying to sell those hogs. As far as the cattle side, just one chart here. Just want to point out that even though we don't have a lot of fundamentals which are outward-looking supportive, meaning for 3 weeks in a row we've seen wholesale beef do nothing but break straight down, but cash cattle hold steady. Why is that? The one reason right here is this correlation with the stock market. Here's the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Just want to point out that with this run we had in early 2010, down in the spring, very similar type of moves, stock market and cattle. And the idea here that cattle being the premium protein, the high-priced one, is certainly dependent on the stock market and people's feelings and confidence. And look at this here since the spring bottom in the stock market, same thing going on here for cattle. So it's kind of interesting to point out that while there are not big, bullish, supportive things for cattle right now, we are seeing that this market being supported.